What up, people? Welcome back to the weekly What's Up with Wigwam. As always, I'm with Wigwam, and this is the show that never ever takes place weekly, despite the very misleading title. It's more of like a bi-monthly show. Not in like the twice a month version of that, but like in the once every other month version of that. Let's start the show, shall we? For today's episode, I thought it'd be fun if we took an adventure back here into the background of the set. The shelf, the action figures, the pop toys, all the junk, as my parents would love to call it. I just want to talk about all the little collectibles and items I've gotten, what they are, where I got them, that kind of fun stuff. You know, this thing that normally appears to you as a large, nerdy blob next to my face in the streams, you may be wondering, what is that large, nerdy blob really? Well, let's get into it. Starting here quickly with the top, running through some easy stuff. We've got all of these pop toys. All these pop toys are bought secondhand. I love getting these used. I don't know what it is, but to me it's just more fun to collect these by like going to secondhand shops and seeing which ones are available. So I have Poe Dameron, Ryu, Super Saiyan Goku, Spider-Man, just some of my generally favorite characters of media franchises, and also Poe Dameron's up there. He's not really a favorite. I mean, he's okay. He's good. He's not like favorite, alright? And then above them I have the amiibos. I have all the Guardian amiibos from Breath of the Wild because when I initially wanted to get amiibos for the first time on Breath of the Wild, I was only able to get two. The horse riding Link, I assume it's Link. It's got no face and no like details, which is kind of weird for an amiibo. It's very mysterious and also somewhat terrifying. And then of course, Crossbow Adventure Link, you know, with his little whooshy, he got a little whoosh back here. That's pretty cool. You gotta pay extra for the whoosh. I was able to get these two, which are amazing, and I opened out of the box some of the few that I did actually open. Because I wanted the magical treasure chest. These amiibos taught me an important lesson. They're almost never worth actually opening because it's always crap that you get in the game. But I opened those. I wanted the other ones. I wanted the Guardian. I wanted Zelda, and I couldn't get them because they were instantly, like as soon as the game in the amiibos released, were like double the price because everybody bought them up. Can I mention that I hate scalpers? Because I hate scalpers. So that's mostly why I own all the Breath of the Wild amiibos. I would pretty much buy any Zelda amiibo that I could afford. The problem is most of them are just way too expensive. Moving on from them, I have, count it, 1, 2, 3, 4 tiny Pichu figurines, as well as a Blastoise, an Entei, and some horribly discolored Charmanders. This poor guy's been through some stuff, alright? Just don't talk to him. He's coping the best he can. There's even a little baby Groot up here. Most of this is just from my roommate. He had them in his little storage collection from when he was a kid, and he didn't want them, so I was like, hell yeah. Throw them up on the shelf. They look fantastic. Also up here, I have 2 more pop figures out of the box. This is how I received them from Attack on Titan. I just got these from a really good friend of mine. Attack on Titan is a great show. I need to catch up, man. I have only seen season 1. But I also got them from a really good friend of mine, so of course I'm going to put them up on the shelf. I also received this, another wonderful gift from a friend. This was like a move-in gift I got when I moved into my current apartment. This is amazing. It was downstairs, but it's not really like, you know, a functional pillow, so it's made its way up here to the display shelf. It looks amazing though. Look at this Nintendo print. It's got Mario, Luigi, the other people from Mario, you know, whatever their names are. And then of course I have my Iron Man mask, my Captain America Batman mask from another video. If you haven't seen that video, go watch it. It was a video that I made in the past. I don't remember what video it was off the top of my head. I guess I'll just link it somewhere nearby. And then of course I've stuffed the Iron Man mask full of lights. These lights I purchased for a music festival like almost a decade ago. God, that's terrifying to say. Yeah, it was probably like 8 years ago, I think. I bought these lights because they were in a little box. They came with a battery and a button so that you could like demo them in the store. So what I did was I bought them for this music festival, wrapped myself up head to toe in lights. Let me see if I can find a picture and post it for you. But I wrapped myself up head to toe in lights and went to the music festival, and it was a really, really good time. I would recommend doing that. There you go. Doesn't he look better when he's turned on? I know I look better when I'm turned on. And then moving down to the second shelf, this is where the clutter lives. This is the meat and the potatoes of the storage collection shelf. I've talked about this guy on stream quite a bit, the Terriermon. Terriermon is my boy, alright? I love Digimon. Terriermon's my favorite. I got this from Dairy Queen, alright? Dairy Queen had a set of Digimon stuffed animal toys. This is the one that I wanted the most, and somehow I got it. This is like winning the child lottery, to be like 9, 10 years old and go into Dairy Queen, get a kid's meal, and walk away with the exact toy you wanted. You know what I'm talking about. You know that feeling. It's better than winning the lottery as a child, honestly, because if I was a child and I won the lottery, I would just go to Dairy Queen and buy kids' meals until I got the Digimon toy I wanted anyways, so this cuts out the middleman. Moving on from them, I have, let's see, what do we have? We already went over these two amiibos. I do have a Rubik's Cube here. I can actually solve the Rubik's Cube. I don't want to right now because it's been a while and I might be a little rusty. Last time I did this, it took me like forever to solve it. Alright, I'm gonna start solving this while we do the rest of this, so just listen for the sound of this going off in the background. This is now a Rubik's Cube ASMR video. I hope you're into that. Over here I also have a series of these like Walmart Nintendo toys. So these are like roughly amiibo sized with no base. I have a ton of these. They're like $2 or $3 a piece at the Walmart checkout line. I'm just gonna run through them real quick. I've got Mario, Fireflower Luigi, Metroid, not Samus, Red Luigi, Steel Mario. I've got freaking Deku Scrub Link. What else is back here? 8-bit Link, Piranha Plant. What else? I've got Peach and Toad hidden in the back because they're not really that important. Nobody cares about Peach and Toad. And then somewhere over here, I used to have a Samus. I think she ran away though. I don't know what the hell happened to her. Is she in... Let's just pretend like I didn't mention that because I don't know where the hell she went. A couple of these competitor badges from when I used to play competitive Melees from the big house, where I went with one of my really good friends on our birthday. It was both of our birthdays that weekend. And this one was outfoxed. It was a more local tournament. Super, super fun times. I don't really want to go back to playing competitive Melee, but I'm very happy with the time I spent playing competitive Melee. And if you're wondering, I was terrible. I was never good. You could probably beat me, yes, it's not a big deal. But I really, really enjoyed going to the tournaments, hitting up the tournament scene, playing with people. It was just a good way to get out and meet people, you know? Moving on, I've got these Fallout collector pins. I got this from that Fallout loot crate box that was like, embarrassing to admit this. It was about $100, came with a hoodie. You've probably seen me wear the hoodie a lot when it's colder outside and I'm on stream. The bag that we'll go over in a second. I got a ton of stuff from it. I'm not gonna lie, it was worth it to me at the time. I had disposable income and a decent job back then. Those were the days. And nowadays, you know, it just makes for a lot of nice collectibles. Not so much the pins, and I have coasters too. Those are downstairs. But the hoodie is sick. I mean, the hoodie's great. I'd have spent like $50 on the hoodie, $30 on the bag, $20 for the rest of the crap. It's worth it in the end. What else do I have up here? I've got a rubber ducky. It's made like Satan horns. I don't really have a special story about this one. I think it's just a really cool rubber ducky. We've got the Mario wedding amiibos again. This comes from that prime point in my life where I had a lot of like disposable income right before I quit to do what I do now. And I just bought a lot of anything that caught my interest, like amiibos or whatever. Also flying back here, we have my classic Game Boy SP Advance. This is the greatest Game Boy console of all time. Alright, all other Game Boys pale in comparison to this baby. Even the DS's couldn't touch this baby. This was the first one to be rechargeable, no batteries needed, had a backlight. I wonder if it's even charged right now. What are the odds that it'll turn on? Low, because it hasn't been charged in like 10 years. It had link cables. It was so slim and compact, could fit right in your pocket, could fit right in your coat pocket if you were, you know, let's say a preteen and your mom didn't want you to take your Game Boy to school because it would get stolen, and you were like, screw that, I'm gonna take my Game Boy to school. Right there. Fits right in that pocket, baby. I don't even know what game is in here right now. Let's check and see. It is Advance Wars 2. Sick game. Advance Wars is amazing. Continuing to move along, we've got this little chic thing. This is the best I was able to get for like representing my main at any of these places. I wanted to get like, I have this Falco, it's falling down. I'm destroying the shelf as we go. This Falco little, whatever it's called, I forget what you call them. Someone will correct me in the chat. But they didn't even have one of those as chic, so I got this. This is adorable. This was only like $5. It's from a local artist. who makes these. They're amazing. They're very squishy. They're little stuffed animal-like dolls. They're like square. The chic one, it looks so amazing. I mean, look at the design work on this. It's like simplistic yet awesome. I love it. I had to buy it. That was like an insta buy. No thought necessary. Also moving back here, there's stuff I don't want to dig out because then I'm really going to cause a lot of damage. We've got my Legend of Zelda Nintendo 3DS XL Collector's Edition. I've also got a couple of these again figures are from my roommate. I don't even want to open them. Maybe should I open them right now? You're probably saying no, but I'm going to do it anyways. I'm opening up this Ho-Oh figure. It's never been opened. It's totally sealed. Oh man. I don't want to open it. I don't want to open it any further. I thought if I opened the box I'd be able to get to it, but like, look at this. It's in like a black plastic bag. It's in like a body bag, like Ho died. It's been shipped around in this little coffin. I'm gonna not open it still. I don't know. Maybe we'll open it on stream sometime if you guys really want me to. I've also got some of my favorite Zelda games. Link to the Past ported over for the Game Boy. The 2 Oracle games. You know, just some classics over here, some of the best. And I even have like little stuff up here too. I used to have more of this up here, but I think it's been moved around. A lot of it's downstairs with my like more personal collection of stuff. But just like general old concert tickets. I'm a big keepsake guy. This was for Bunbury 2018. It was a really fun festival with a really good friend of mine. So, you know, I gotta keep this kind of collectible stuff. I'm a big memento guy, alright? Lay off. Moving further past the shelf into the background, we've got obviously the Brotherhood of Steel flag, also came with the Fallout collectible bin, as you probably would have guessed. Moving into the back wall, we've got these 3 sets of posters. Again, this comes heavily from my Melee days. I bought these on the Big House Compendium shop, picked them all up at the venue, but they look sick. I mean, the posters just look amazing. I know you guys don't really get to see these very often, but I love these posters. They're from Justin Wharton. I'll link his Twitter down in the bio. Or his shop maybe directly. They're amazing. Totally support this guy. He makes the entire Ultimate cast he's got posters for, and he does a whole bunch of other characters too. He's just a really incredibly talented artist with a very cool vaporware style. And finally moving into like the background, the portion that you never even really see because it's always like secretly behind me. Look at that. I turn to the right and there's a whole other section of crap back there. This is a couple more random used pops I got. I'm really happy with the Thor versus Thanos movie moment. I didn't even know Pop made this until I saw it. I got that with a gift card I got for Christmas. It was just like $25 to GameStop. I needed to spend it on something, and that was like exactly $25. So seemed like a match made in heaven. And then of course I've got the Yu Yu Hakusho. Yu Yu Hakusho being my favorite nostalgia-based anime. Maybe not my favorite anime overall, but definitely my favorite one from my childhood. And when I saw they were just recently releasing these series of pop figures for them, I had to have them. I had to get all 4. There's also a Botan one, but we just pretend like that doesn't exist because I didn't want to buy it. I like had just wrapped a movie. I had just gotten some paychecks in. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to buy myself a wrap gift for one and get these Yu Yu Hakusho figures. I also have the Elder One back there. I got that as a gift from a coworker, which was kind of weird because I didn't feel that close with that coworker, but it was really nice of him, and it was a really cool gift, so I still have it. And then of course got a couple more plushies, figures, whatever, etc. And that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much the whole shebang tour. Now the only thing left to do is see if I can actually remember how to solve this Rubik's Cube. I'm gonna scoot back and fast forward it and see if I can solve it, unless I can't, in which case I'm just gonna cut right to the end. Boom, still got it. Slow as hell, terrible time. Used to be able to do that in under a minute, but I can still do it. It was a little touch and go there. I totally forgot midway through how to do any of that. Was about to give up, but boom, baby. I solved that. I am amazing. Definitely didn't just reverse that footage. That would be really tough to do. But that does it for this week's Weekly What's Up with Wigwam. When will the next one come out? Maybe it'll be next week. Maybe it'll be 3 months from now. Nobody knows. Not even me. That's part of the fun of this show. But what I'd like to do for the next episode is, if you're still here, give me something you want to know my top 5. Do you want to know my top 5 foods, top 5 games, top 5 indie games, top 5 whatever? Let me know. I just want to bust out a series of them for a video on the next one. So let me know your questions, your top 5 questions down below. We'll run through a bunch of them in the next weekly What's Up, and in the meantime, I love your beautiful faces, and I'll catch you in the next video, stream, or Twitter, or Discord, or whatever. Peace out. Bye-bye. I love you. Have a beautiful day. You're all wonderful people, and you deserve happiness.